Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in a complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Agastya Mahamuni came and gave Aditya Hridaya Stotra to Sri Ramachandra. Now Sri Ramachandra is getting ready for the war. He has done Aditya Hridaya Stotra thrice. It's very important to do Aditya Hridaya on a daily basis because it will relieve us from all the graha doshas or graha bathas that we have. If there is anything that we have done bad in our lives, in our previous births, our past karma or the bad karma is given to us by the grahas, and they also reward us for the good things that we did. They just give us whatever we did. So in a way, to do this karmakshaya, we have to do Aditya Hridaya on a daily basis, and doing Aditya Hridaya on a daily basis indeed helps us overcome the troubles that come to us via the grahas. I mean, there are papa karmas results only, but they are coming via the grahas. In Mahabharata, during the war, we get Bhagavad Gita. In Ramayana, during the war, we get Aditya Hridaya. Both of them are very, very powerful. Now, Ravana has come back to the war. He has now got black horses tied to it. And now Sri Ramachandra is telling Matali, oh Matali, please be very, very careful. I have decided to kill Ravana, and always take a chariot on the right side. You know everything what I am telling you. All this because this is how I am planning to do. I know you are a very experienced charioteer, but I am telling you how I would be behaving. Tado devasa gandharva siddhasya paramarshya samayur dvairadham drashtum ravana kshayakankshinah. So all of them, devas, danavas, gandharvas, yakshas, kinnaras, kimpurushas, rishis, maharshis, everyone was there. Everyone was seeing. Except Danavas, everyone was wanting Sri Ramachandra to win. Everyone was doing Asir Vachanas to Sri Ramachandra, saying that you should win. Now, while Ravana was coming into the Yuddha Bhumi, there was blood that showered from the skies onto his Ratha. As we have been seeing this, for every general of Ravana who comes into the war, we will be seeing all these Dushyakunas coming up. Every general of Ravana, they will be seeing all these Dushyakunas, all these bad omens, they will be seeing before they come into the war. And one interesting striking feature is that these eagles, they will always come and sit on the dhwaja of the Ratha. For every other fellow, there was only one eagle coming, but here there were a lot of eagles who came and sat on Ravana's dhwaja. Whichever direction the Sarathi was taking, the eagles were coming there. The earth was shaking. There was thunder in the skies, and there was a shooting star that was seen. Okay, the Rakshasas, when they were trying to use their hands for fight, they were trying to use their weapons, their hands were not helping them. Horses that were drawing the chariot, they were crying. And now Rama and Ravana started the war. Again, everybody else stopped fighting, and they just started seeing Sri Rama-Ravana Yuddha. Ravana was hitting Sri Ramachandra's horses. Sri Ramachandra was hitting Ravana's horses. Ravana was using all different types of astras, and Sri Ramachandra was answering every of those astras. Both of them were hitting each other. The entire sky, it was filled with the smoke that was coming out of these astras. They both were using all different types of astras that they knew. The world has not seen such a battle. For example, if Ravana was using Agnayastra, Sri Ramachandra was using Varunastra to control it. Again, Vayuvyastra was being met with Parvatastra. Both of them were hitting each other, and now Ravana was even attacking the Vanarasena. Sri Ramachandra was not letting him do that. They were not even taking breath. They were hitting each other so quickly with so many astras. At one point of time, one of them was having an upper hand. At one point of time, the other was having an upper hand. The way the fight was happening, Matali was not getting hurt. Sri Ramachandra was saving him. At the same time, even when the arrows were coming and touching, Matali was not getting hurt. And then Sri Ramachandra in one shot, Vimsatim, Trinsatim, Shashtim, Satasod Sahasrasa, Momocha Raghava Viraha, Sayakan, Syandane Rapoho. So Sri Ramachandra in one shot he sent 20, then he sent 30, 60,000. Like this, he was leaving the arrows. And Ravana was also trying to give back in the same thing. The war was just going on and on and on. In the 52nd and 53rd shlokas of 107th sarga, Gandharva Rapsaram Sanghan Drushtva Yuddham Anupamam Gaganam Gaganakaram Sagaram Sagaropamam Rama-Ravana Yor Yuddham Rama-Ravana Yoriva Evam Bruvanto Dadrusu Yuddham Rama-Ravanam. So all the people who came there, they were all looking at it, then they're saying Gaganam Gaganakaram. You can't describe sky with something else. You can't describe sea also with something else. They both are unique things in this world. Similarly, Rama-Ravana Yuddha is also a unique thing. You can't compare it with any other war. Then Sri Ramachandra, he takes out his arrows and he starts cutting each head of Ravana. Even after he cutting many heads of Ravana, every time he cuts a head, the head comes back. This way, Ravana and Sri Ramachandra were having such a huge fight. Sri Ramachandra clearly is having the upper hand now. Ravana is tapashakti, the way, the amount of tapasya he did, all that is still saving him. Then Sri Ramachandra was thinking as to how I can hit Ravanasura. Ravanasura is still putting up resistance. Naiva ratram na divasam muhurtamavi nachakshanam Rama-Ravanayor yuddham viramam upagacchati. So these two people were fighting continuously. That's the 66th sloka that I have just given as a reference to you. These guys were not even stopping during the night. They were fighting. And how long did they fight? Devadanavayakshanam pisachoraga rakshasam pasyatam tanmahayuddham saptaratram avartata. So for 7 days and 7 nights, these Sri Ramachandra and Ravana, they were fighting constantly. None of the arrows got wasted, which essentially means both of them were hitting the targets every time. Either those arrows were hitting each other and breaking, or they were hitting the other person. Like Rama's arrow was hitting Ravana and Ravana's arrow was hitting Rama. For 7 days, this fight happened. And after 7 days, on the 8th day, Matali turned back and said, "Oh, Sri Ramachandra, you have been fighting for 7 straight days now. Why are you fighting more? Do you remember something? There is one astra which is there with you, which was given to you by Agastya Mahamuni. Remember that. Visrujasmai vadhayatvam astram paitamaham prabho vinasakala kadito yassurai sodhyavartate." Why are you not using paitamaha? Paitamaha is the pitamaha astra. Pitamaha is Brahmadeva. So why are you not using Brahmadeva's astra? Use it. Use that wonderful astra that is there. ततः संस्मारितो रामः तेन वाक्येन मातले जग्राह च ससरं दीप्तं निस्वसन्तमिवोरगम्. So Sri Ramachandra immediately took out that astra. ब्रह्मणा निर्मितं पूर्वम् इंद्रार्धम् अमितौजसः दत्तं सुरपतेः पूर्वं त्रिलोकजयकाङ्क्षिणः. Brahmadeva gave it to Indra so that he can win over all the 3 worlds, that astra. And he's saying, Yasya vajeshu pavanaha phale pavaka bhaskarau sariramakasamayam gaurave merumandarau. This is like the 108th sarga of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana in the YuddhaKanda. And so he is taking that. The wings of that astra was Vayu. Tip of the astra had Agni and Surya as powers in it. And the weight of the astra was equal to the Meru and Mandara Parvatas. They were the Adhishtana Devatas for the weight of it. And the entire astra was Brahmamaya. And Jajvalyamanam Vapusha Supugyam Hemabhushitam Tejasa Sarvabhutanam Krutam Bhaskaravarchasam. This arrow, this was shining like the sun. Sadhumamiva Kalagnim Deeptamasi Vishopamam Naranagasva Vrundanam Bhedanam Kshiprakaranam. Now what did Sri Ramachandra do? He took this astra and now he is inviting Brahmadeva to get onto that. Before he is launching, he invoked Brahmadeva onto this, and this astra can break anything and go. So that sort of astra this is. So now Sri Ramachandra Tamuttameshum Lokanam Ikshvaku Bhayanasanam Dushatam Kirtiharanam Praharsha Karamatmanaha Abhimantri Tato Ramam Maheshum Mahabalaha Veda Proktena Vihina Sandade Karmuke Bali. So Sri Ramachandra took it and he did the Vedokta Mantra Prakarena Abhimantran Krutva. So he chanted the mantras from Vedas and he brought the energy onto that astra and then he put it onto his dhanush and Tasmin Sandhiyamane tu Raghavena Serottame Sarvabhutani Santresu Chachala Vasundhara. The earth gave a mild tremor. Okay. And all the living creatures in the world, they all became afraid because the arrow is being left, and on whom is he going to leave it? On Ravana only, obviously, but then what if it is coming on to me? That was the fear everywhere. Saravanaya Sankruddho Bhusamayamya Karmukam Chikshepa Paramayattaha Seram Marma Vidaranam. So Sri Ramachandra put it on the Dhanush. He pulled the string Akarnanta till the ears, he pulled it, and then he released the Bana. Savajra iva durdharsho Vajribahu Visarjitaha Krutanta iva Chavaryo Yapatad Ravano Rasi. Now that arrow, it went and hit Ravana on his vakshasthala. Savisrushto mahavegaha sarirantakarah seraha chicheda hrudayam tasya ravanasya duratmanaha. This broke the heart of Ravana, and Ravana fell down. Rudhiraktasya vegena sarirantakarah seraha ravanasya haran pranan vivesa dharanitalam. So this arrow broke Ravana's heart and it came out, it killed Ravana, it took away Ravana's prana along with it, and then it went to the other side and it went into the earth. Sasero Ravanam Hatva Rudhirartha Kruta Chavihi Krutakarma Nibhrutavat Swatunim Punaravisat. So since it completed its job, came back into the quiver of Sri Ramachandra. Tasya hasta dadasyasuhu karmukam cha sasayakam Nipapata saha pranair bhrasyamanasya jivitat. So this way Ravana was losing his life, the Dhanush fell down and the pranas or his life left the body, and then he fell down from his chariot. All Rakshasas became very, very afraid and they started running away in all directions. Vanaras became very, very happy. Rakshasas were now crying. All Vanaras, they started doing the Jaya Ghosha. All of them were very, very happy. All of a sudden, there was Pushpa Vrishti that was coming from the skies. All the people, Raghavastava Samyukta Gaganeja Visusruve Sadhu Sadhviti Vagagriya Devatanam Mahatmanam. Everybody was saying Sadhu, Sadhu, you have done well, you have done well. They were all very, very happy. And the moment Ravana died, the whole world started enjoying. Sugriva, Angada, Vibhishana, everyone was happy. Everyone started dancing there. Tatastu Sugriva, Vibhishana, Angadaha, Suhurd Visishta, Sahalakshmanasda, Sametya Hrushta, Vijayena Raghavam, Ranebhiramam, Vidhinabhya Pujiyan. So all of them came. They started encouraging Sri Ramachandra. They started doing a puja of Sri Ramachandra, saying, you have done it, you have done it. Satu Nihata Ripu Sthira Pratigyaha Swajana Balabhivruto Ranera Raghukula Nrupa Nandano Mahaujaha Tridasa Ganai Rabhisambruto Yadhendraha. So Sri Ramachandra, he finished the word that he gave. He kept the word that he gave, and he was very happy, and he shined like Devendra in the midst of all the Devatas. Sri Ramachandra is happy, the world is happy. And now what happens after this? How would Vibhishana react? How would everyone else react? Sri Ramachandra is happy because the Avatara Prayojana is now complete. He has come to kill Ravana. The Ravana Vadha is complete. Devatas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Kinnaras, Pannagas, everyone was happy. At the same time, even Hanuman and all Vanaras were happy. Sugriva is happy because he was able to keep his word that he would come along with Sri Ramachandra to fight this war. He is happy. Everyone in the world is happy. Everyone is doing Pushpa Vrishti and all. At this happy moment, we'll stop this episode. In the next episode, we'll see how Vibhishana would react and how others would react to the death of Ravana. And this is entirely Sri Ramachandra's grace that we were able to come till here in Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. And with Sri Ramachandra's grace, let us hope that we will be completing our next episodes also. May Sri Ramachandra guide us in the path of light as we try to do our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Sarvam sadgvi sai Maharaj Swami Charanarvindar Pranamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.